update set is a group of configuration changes or customizations that can be used to track all individual developer changes. So what you want to change. So in a group of configurations and everything, customizations, whatever it may be, what you want to do, change. Everything you can record it. Okay, so moving changes from one instance to another instance. What is the meaning of this one? If I need to move a one instance to another instance. So how it is possible? You can just move from one instance to another instances by using the update set only. So this feature will allow administrators to group a series of changes into a developer particular set and then move them as a unit to other systems for testing or deployment purpose. So what is the meaning of this one? I created a one kind of applications in a one environment. Means nothing but one instances. Just definitely I can move this environment. I can move this application to one environment to other environment like a testing or development deployment. So purpose. So we can move it. We can test it whether it is working or not. Everything will be perfectly all right. Then only we can move to the production environment. Then it will comes to the live. Otherwise, it is not coming to the live. So update sets will track all our development changes to applications and platform features. This allows developers to create a new functionality on a non-production instance and moving to the changes into another instance. Just now what I explained that. See, when we are right to just track all kind of the changes, developer changes, what kind of the changes we are right to make it. So every change will try to record. So we can make it to go to the another instances, we can make it so clear and it will try to enter into another instance also, just like I will show once. So, an update set is an XML file that contains each set of record details that should be uniquely so identify that sub update set. So, group of customization or configuration changes in our instance, a state that can be defining whether another instance can retrieve and apply configuration changes. What is the meaning of this one? So simple. You just keep in your mind the update set is nothing but recorder, just like in a practical example, we can call as a recorder. Recorder can ready to record. So all the applications, what we make it. For example, I need to record one voice. So for example, someone is singing song. So we make it, we may ready to start recording. In olden days, we have some cassettes are there, just players are there, recording players are there. So recorded devices are there. Nowadays, the mobile phones are ready to record each and everything. So videos or audios, everything we can record. So that's why the file formats is also very important. So in this area, update set can be ready to store in a XML file only. So the category of the file type is a XML. In that XML only that can ready to store all the configurations, what we need to change, everything it will ready to just store it. Okay, now? Right, for this situation. Now you see that. So where we are ready to see that why use update set. This is ID, the unique identifier that marks every service now record would be different. So each and every service now record is a different one. Is it right or not? So one is not equal to other. So every one is a sys IDs are there. Sys ID is nothing but system generated ID. So each and every one record is having unique IDs. It is not to duplicate. So this can be cause issues in certain scripting and configuration situations when we are right to use this one unique one. So sometimes we may get some kind of the problems while the configurations also at the situations. Okay, so first of all, we'll go to that update set and we can see. So how it should be everything updates tables where it will be everything I will discuss in detail. Okay. Uh, so before going to that, yes, I'll discuss this one. Then only I'll go. So update set tables also there. When we create an update in ServiceNow instance, each update set is stored in the update set table. If you are right to create one update set, everything it will store in a one table. What I said that initially in a previous classes, so I already informed you all. So what is that? ServiceNow is a collection of all the information and storing in a tables. So that too, that each and every ServiceNow instance is having that hundreds of tables. So that's why update set is also one of the table. It can ready to store in a sys underscore update underscore set so table. and the customizations that are associated with the update set, which are entries in the customer update. What we need to update, everything we can store in a one table only. So we can just sys underscore update underscore XML table appear as a related list on the update set record. So everything it will ready to record it. I'll show where it will be. So when we want to track the object is customized, a corresponding record is added or updated in the customer update. So for example, if I need to just go with a instance, just a minute, I'll show. See, once see here, this is our user interface. You can see in a local update set. Once you see that local update set, so you can type the local update sets, the system update set in that area, local update sets are there. You can simply click on local update set. See, I will show some update sets. Already it's the default update sets are there. So all are in progress only. See, some one is only completed situation. Once you just go and click on this one, so each and everything in an update set table, it will store each and everything what we need to do that. Once you see this is the update set table, okay na? So default is the name of that update set, right? So each and everything is once you see, so what it will be update set default, what will be logs and everything will be ready to store in this area. Actually, this is a default one. I'll show once completed one. Once I'll show. You see. See each and everything. One, what is it in a related list? One, what is it? What you created and when you created this one 4 days ago. So 4 days ago, like this. So you created one variable and target name like this, updated by. So this is very very important. Updated by is nothing but who created and who updated. Every information will try to store in this area. For example, in your practically, if you go to the your work in your job. For example, you something you did mistake anything. So in a update set or something you while creating of a one record, one modifications, you did some mistake. So then it will also ready to update with your employee ID. So and it will show. So other people they can easy to identify who's the person has changed this information. For example, the state has changed. Application state means that is in an incident form some state values are changing. So at the time who will change that particular who change that particular state field means it will show some information. Your employee ID will try to appear. Who updated this one means that person updated. So that definitely they'll ready to question on us. So why you change this one? You can give a proper meaning, proper explanation. You can give it to that. So that is the reason. So each and everything will be ready to record, and we are ready to just get the updates in a update set table only. You can see that table also. You can no, this is the update set table only. Okay. Now come to that update set table, and it will store in a XML. Just now what I said. Okay, na? So customizations tracked by update set. Update set can track the customizations to application tables, fields, and records. So where we are writing just each and everything will be ready to store in a application tables. Okay, so and fields and records type of things we can try to produce. And see here, and conditions is also there. What are the conditions to create the update set? Update sets track customizations under these conditions. What are the conditions once you see where the table has dictionary attribute, an attribute. So what does that means? Update underscore cinch. So in this area only, in this so dictionary only, we can write to this customizations will try to just track. And where there is a special handler to track changes to multiple tables. So where we are the special multiple what does that means tracks will be there means in generally updates that capture configuration or customizations information but not task or process data. For example, updates that track service catalog items, definitions and related configurations, data like variables and variable choices. However, if you test the service catalog by placing orders, update sets do not track order requests, items, and catalog tasks. Update sets have a limited capacity to transfer data as application files. So, what is the points? What is the meaning of this points? Means simple logic, I'll say to you. So, simple information, I'll say to you. So, see, update sets are ready to just track each and everything. What it will track? It will track only the design only. Like, for example, I need to create a one catalog item. Okay, it will write to track, but any record will be there. For example, record means some people they ordered, so catalog item that will track in that update set means no, it is not to track the records, so it will ready to track only the um, like a models are like a farm, a designing also. You can feel that is a design. So it can try to store only designs only. It cannot be store. It cannot be tracked that records based information. Okay. So that is a very important thing. I'll say in detail. So special handlers are there. Some changes require special handlers because they represent information on multiple tables. So these changes are packed into one update set entry so that all records are properly updated when the customization is committed. The following changes are tracked with the special handlers. Once you see what kind of the trackings are ready to load with a ServiceNow update set. So in a update set, what kind of the tracks will ready to appear means first of all, one is a workflows. So workflows can ready to track and form sections. Any changes or anything, it will write track, and the list will be tracked, and the related list is also right to track. Choice list is also right to track, and system dictionary entries will also right to track, and field labels also right to track. So these all areas that is the updates that can ready to work and ready to track all kind of the details, and which is in main things. What is captured? That area we can use it. See, the special handlers means in these areas we can use that update set. Okay. But in that also specially which is right to capture, which is not right to capture. So that is very, very important. Okay. So what is captured means choice list will be right to capture, and reports also right to capture, and workflows will also capture, form sections will also capture, and next one list, related list, choice list, system dictionary entries, field labels, tables, fields, form layout, list layout, business rules, client scripts, script includes UI scripts and other script, system properties. They all are ready to capture. So most of the things are ready to capture. But once you see in this area, no records are there. Okay, it's not a records, user entries, user creations, and any record. For example, when people are created one incident, anything. No, it's not there because of the reason is so the record based data is not to capture in a update set. Okay, and what it not captured means I will show once. See, what it not captured means incidents is not to capture. Incident means there is a record. So it is not to capture. A new data record. For example, if you newly created any record, no, it is not to capture. If any users data we can capture, no. So we cannot capture users data and as well as groups data. And next one, schedules. Do you know the meaning of schedule? For example, we created one schedule to do some actions on a next 1 hour. So that schedules also it's not to capture. And scheduled jobs are there. Scheduled jobs is nothing but, for example, I written a business rule to run the schedule a job in a backend, like a something backend. We need to just execute the backend some actions we need to trigger. So because of the reason it is a scheduler jobs, it cannot be ready to track in a update set. That is an important thing. Okay. So for example, I forgot to use any update sets. I forgot. I'm not to track any kind of records. So how can
Here,
be possible? Yeah, tell me.
say, here what does a capture refers to?
Capture means is a for example, I created one of the new applications, like I created one table. So it can ready to capture. Capture is nothing but it can ready to
That
store
is
in
like
their updates.
customization.
Sorry.
Is it's like customizations, maybe changes like.
Yeah. Customizations only. What I'm saying is a customizations only. So what? Yeah, I will show the practical example. So after that,
Okay.
you will clarify each and every doubt. Okay.
Okay.
So once you just when practically I'll create something and which is capturing and which is not to capture everything I'll show in a practical thing. Okay. Right. So in a
Okay.
default update set, for example, I forgot to keep a update set because the recording I forgot recording of this configurations. So what it should be? The system is the right to create. The service now is creating one default update set is instead of our update sets. Okay. Say for example, every time it's a global application, there is a default update set is the right to run. So every time without update set, it is not to run any kind of the changes in our ServiceNow instances. So, but if you need to create our own update set means that all configurations or modifications and everything will be recording in our update set. If not, default ServiceNow is right to create one a default one. So that's why it is a automatically it will update, it will create all kind of the changes and everything it will store in a one update set, this update set. Okay, and global default update set is also there. So use the global default update set to make changes to an instance without adding changes to any user created update set. For example, I created a global default update set. Default update set is nothing but so what I said, so just now default update set is nothing but service now is giving the predefined or the free of cost. So without knowing of our update set also, it can ready to store some modifications data like a configurations, everything we need to store. And the global default update set provides the system functionalities and should not be changed, deleted, or moved between systems. So default update sets are not possible to move from one instance to another instance. So it's not possible. Use this update set to make changes in an instance without adding the changes to any user created update sets. So what is the meaning of this one? For example, if anyone is ready to, if no one is created update set, so in that area only it can work to create a new update set instead of so service now default update set. Because default update set means see what is the situation means it needs to create one update set. But the user is not creating the update set directly, he is doing some modifications. That's why that all kind of the modifications will try to store in a default update set, but it is not accepted to move this update set to one instance to another instance. So that is the reason. Okay. So auto-generated default sets are also there. First of all, I'll show where it will be and I'll create something update set. Then practical scenario I'll show to you. Okay. So for that situation, I need to open two instances. I'll log out. So first of all, I need to just create. I'll enter into it two instances. I feel one is a production environment, another one is a developer environment. So I can just practically I'll show once. So sign in. So two instances. I have two instances. So I'm ready to just open the two instances at a time. Once you see. Uh, see Varshita Institute mail ID is there. One instance will be there. Okay. I entered this one. Right, it will take little bit time. Just wait. So in another browser, this is a uh, Windows browser. In this browser, just I will use another instance. So developer.servicenow.com. This is my another instance. I'm ready to join in that instance. Okay. This is my another instance. I will just open this one instance also. Okay, so two instances are ready to pick up. So it will take a little bit time. Which one will come first? We'll see. See, once you check that every time, so both versions are same or not. If both versions are not a same versions, you feel more, you may get more difficulties. Once you see, so this is a Tokyo version, and as well as what I use, this one is also Tokyo version. So one is a Uta and one is a Tokyo, means it is a somewhat problem to change from one update set to one instance to another instance. That is your just so keep in your mind, because in a practical life examples in a organizations you need to just try to um, move one update one instance to another instance that updates it. At the time you may get more difficulties. So if it is a versions are changed, so that's why check that versions while moving that update sets. Yeah, so right, which one? Varshita Institute at the rate gmail.com. What does it mean? Instance is open. Once you see, this is a developer instance. I feel now it is a developer instance. Keep in your mind, this is a developer instance. I need to just create something. Okay. And here it is also just open. Just you can see. So this is my other instance. Okay, simply I'll open it and I'll so keep it side. Now this one is a Varshita Institute at the rate gmail.com is there. Now, so that instance, I feel that it is a developer instance. I need to some developer some kind of things. So what it will be captured and how to set that updates that everything I'll explain to you in detail. Okay. So right. So once you see, this is a one instance. So in this instance, just I need to start developing some activities. What is that? First, before that, developing the activities. Once you see where is the update set and default update sets are there. Yes or no? Just now I said what is that? So without creating of update sets also, so we can see that already default update sets are there. Once you go this global area like this globe, so you can click on this. So application scope is a global default and update set is a default. Is it right or not? So update set is a default one. If you click on default update set, you can see click on like this. So go to this record, open this record. Once you see how it should be, so it can be ready to track each and everything what it can the configurations are ready to appear. Once you see, so 1604, 604 updations are ready to updated in this update set, local update set. This is called as a what does it means default update set. It is in progress only state. Once you see all kind of the changes like a so SLA definition I written for the batch 9P3 and SLA definition batch 8 SLA. So like this, created UI catalog UI policy actions, and I added just information like this. Each and everything it will be ready to track in a update set. That too is a default update set because I not kept any update set. So for the batch 9 directly it was created. Okay, just a minute. Okay, right. Next one is a when I'm ready to just use this one, I need to just create. Now I want to just, I don't want to use a default update set because default updates is not possible to move from the one instance to another instance. That's why I need to move. I need to create something. I started creating of some applications in our one instance. In a developer instance, I need to create. In a practical life example, I will show once. So now you can go to the click on left navigator. In that left navigator, local update sets. What is that? You can type local update sets. So click on local update sets. So you will see all kind of the update sets. See, I already created for the batch 6, batch 8 update set, batch 9. So like this, I already created some local update sets. Now I need to create a new update set for the batch 10. Okay, right. So for this situation, just simply you can go and click on new update set. Sorry, click on new. So in the new, already default some name they given. No, I don't want to use this name. I want to create a new update set. See, so batch 10 update set, batch 10E update set. So I need to create this name. So update set I need to create with this one. Okay, and this one. So next one is the state is in progress default. By default, the state is showing as a in progress. Okay. So simply that's it. You don't want to just do any kind of thing, release date or something, you want to create anything. So simply you can click on submit and make current. Click on it, click on submit and make current. So then what will happen? See, once you go and check that update set was created or not. No, it's not created. Just wait. I'll go to refresh it. It will applicate. See? Okay. What happened? So batch any update set. So it was created. Now it's working. I think so. Okay. It will come to the same as this batch 10. Just a minute. In progress. All are in progress only. So what happened? I will show once. So it is creating just, but it is not showing in this area, but it will show. Updates it, it will show. So this name, okay, I'll see once I'll create some kind of the changes and everything. It is right to store or not. I will check it once. Okay, for this area, I need to create one table. I need to create one record. I need to create one user. I need to create one group, and as well as so these all kind of the changes will tracking into the particular update set or not. I'll check it once. So once you see, for example, I need to create a table. Tables. You can go to the tables, system definition. Just you can click on tables. So I need to create one new table. Just I'll make it a little bit fast because already you know very well about that table creation and everything, right? So batch 10 update set, batch 10 update set, update table. So that's it. I just created. So column name is a name, is a string. So string, and next one father name, reference. So reference user table. So next one, mm, grade. So choice list. Enough. That's it. Just we created this one, and I'll try to save it. I'll try to save it. Okay. Once you see that after saving that grade, I will go and I will give a choices list. Okay. Where is the choices? Choices. So I'll give one or two choices. So what does that means? Class one value is also class one. Sequence is the one. Next one, class two. So class two, oh, sorry, class sequence is a two. That's it. So enough. This is a two I just created and update. I created this one. Once you see, I hope it's a right. So table I created and one choice list is also I created in the table. In the table, once you see, what does that means? Batch 10, 10E update, right? Update table. So I'll go and I'll go to create one record. So new record I'm creating. So Ramana and grade is a first class. Father name is a just like any name. I'll create it. So Abel tutor, for example, you can submit it. So once you see the record was created, Ramana with a father named Abel tutor, grade is a one. That's it, class one. So enough. So one record created, one table has created, and then fields also created. Now you see which is right to record in a particular update set. Okay, I'll go to local update set. I'll check it once. So everything it is recording or not. I'll check it once. See, it's a recording or not. So batch and e update table, create a table, field label, access controls, everything is once you see application menus, modules, everything table created. Once you see who's created, admin. So every configuration is a recording, but which is not recorded also I'll see then after completion. Actually, it will show here also, but why it is not showing, we don't know. But most probably it will show here also. Update set names, it will show. Okay. So what maybe now you can go to this one. What it will be users. I create the users first. So go to the users and user administration. You can click on users. I'll create one new user. New. So I'll create a person name. Batch 10e user. So batch 10e user. So batch 10e user. So title description, I don't want to give anything because I just dumbly I will create one user. So simply you can save it. Okay. So I need to create one group also. You can see. I'll create a group. New. I'll create a new group. Batch 10e group update. So for understanding purpose only, just I created this kind of all situations. Simple. Okay. So user I created, okay, table I created, group I created, and data. So field values are created, and as well as the one record also created. Which is recorded, which is not recorded, I'll see. So I'll go to the local update set again now. Local update sets. So go to local update set and click on local update sets. Once you see, just you can click on that particular batch 10e update set. Okay, you can see all kind of the changes what I did just now. Everything it will be right to store in it. How many are there? The two 24 applications, 24 modifications are present. Now I need to make it as a so Yes, completed. My application part is completed. I need to just transfer to my developer instance to production environment. Just I need to move these applications. So I already created. I designed something. I need to move to the another instance. How it is possible to move is simple. You can just state is in progress now. You can just make it as a complete. Complete and you can so save it. Once you see complete and save it, you can keep complete and save it, and now you will see that one so link will be there. Just it's a export to xml file. Export to xml file is there na? You just already completed. This is a completed situation, patched and e. You just go and click on export to xml. You just exporting. Once you see, so it is already exported and it is just showing in a bottom. You see here, exported, showing a folder. Where is that update set? Yes, see, this is the update set. I need to cut and I will paste on a desktop. I'll paste in a desktop. Right. So I'll paste it here. Where is paste? See, I just say pasted here. Now I'll go to the, this is completed, right? So what that table I created, so if it is a just, you can see here, any batch 10K tables are there or not, you can see here, this is a production environment. Now I'm feeling that this is a production environment. I need to just see. So batch 10 table is there or not. Once you see, batch 10e table, no. So no table is created about the batch 10e because of the reason the update set is not coming under to the particular area. Got it or not? So that's why now you see here, I need to just transform that particular modifications and everything to this environment. So for this area, this I'll go to the, this is our DCMS application is there. So that is the other application I created. Now I will make it as a global application. So that is okay. So which is created, I already just created global application, sorry, DCMS application, that is different. Okay, now you can see here what it will be is a global default update set is also global. Now you can see I'll ready to move that update set. Okay, so now retrieved update set. What is that? Retrieved update set. See, retrieved update. You can click on retrieved update set. You can click on it. Retrieved update set. Okay. So these are all our updates set. What I already created, I updated this one. So, but not like this. So once you go with a load data, see, load data is then a import set, update set. Once you see load data, sorry, this is not like that. Just a minute, just a minute. Import update set. You see, sorry for that. See, now the related links are there. Na? Import update set from XML is there. Na? You can click on this retrieved update set. You can see you bottom import XML file. So I need to import XML file. You can see, and you can just choose file is there. Na? You can click on choose file. So where is update set on desktop now? Okay, yeah, this is a remote update set what we have. Select it and you can upload it. Once you see what will happen. See, batch 10e update set was loaded, not for committed. See, loaded is different, committed is different once you check. So it is not entered 100% tree. So it just simply it was loaded the data in that area. That's it. When I write to just click on this batch any updates it, once you see, it will show the information how many updates it will write to track. See, how many are there? 24 now. Just now in that particular application, I already shown the 24, right? So it was shown, it is a 24. Now, how can we ready to commit? Commit is nothing but we need to just get to that particular production environment. So this process can do only that administrators. Administrators ready to just move that update set from the developer instance to so production environment. So not other people, right? Keep in your mind. So preview update set. You can click on preview update set. You just click on preview update set once you. it will show the errors or anything once you see. So no errors there means automatically it is showing as a 100%. It is succeeded 100%. But it is not easy in a practical life. So you may get some kind of the errors. Sometimes you may face some difficulties while changing one instance to another instance because of the reason versions are changed. Then only you may get some errors, right? When if you click on close, you can see another form will open, that is a run preview again or commit update set. How many records are there? 24 records are there, 24 updations are there. So now when I try to click on commit update set, then only it will try to commit and try to store all kind of the informations. Once you see commit update set, if I click on commit update set, once you see again it will show the 100%, then only we can commit it. So it is taking a little bit time. Yeah, that's all. So succeeded 100%. That's all. Completed. Now it was successfully entered in our instance production environment. Successfully it was entered. So once you check it, really there is a table is there or not batch 10. See, got it? Batch 10 e table, the update table is there or not? Previously it was not there. So now it is there. So you can click on batch 10 e table. You can see the field names are the name is there, father name is there, grade is there. But where is the record? The record is not to track. That configurations only it can write to track. The record based data is not tracked. That is the first thing we can keep in our mind. Okay. And then next one is say, for example, I want to check any user created or not. User. So users, you can go to users and try to user administration, yes, users. So click on users. If any batch 10e user is there or not, I will check it once. So I'll check. Sorry, batch. Just a minute. So here I will check it. Batch 10e. Batched anything user is there or not? No user means no user created because of the reason update sets are not to track the user information, groups information also it is not to track, and as well as data information like a records are not to track. But which is right to just track in that particular area means only the configurations. If you want to write any choices, anything, everything will be created. For example, go to this area and batch 10e. See, in the choice field also, the choices also it was ready to, it is created. Once you see, so class 1, class 2 also. Everything it will created, then only configuration items only, not for the records. So just keep in your mind. So that is the reason. Okay, up to here is enough. Everything will be fine. Okay, I need to go to the again developer instance. For example, I am working in a one project, one instance is there. I am working on a project, and one of my colleague, so that person is also working the same project. So same thing, but we need to update, we need to upgrade. So we need to merge the two applications in a one update set. How it is possible? For example, I need to join 2 to 3 update sets in a single update set. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. How to merge? See, merge with another update set is there. Now, for example, this already is there. So it is ready to merge with another update set. So once you just click on merge with another update set, you can click on this one in an update set. You can see it is asking for which one you need to update, merging. So merging update set. You can see you can select with a batch 6 or batch 8. For example, if I write to just click on batch 8 update set, see batch 8 update set is also merged with us. Okay, so it is merging. That's all completed. So all kind of applications see updated set logs are 24, loading see updates at 1 of 225, just like all kind of informations are updated. It is a merging. Okay, once you see that lost record, I think lost is also this one it is showing. See, all are merged in another records. For example, just I merged with a one time. If you merge with another updated what does it means update set, it is not to get back. So again, for example, I merged with a one batch 10e update set to the batch 8 update set. So if you want to get back again, I want to my update set again back. No, it's not possible. It's a single time merged with another update set. It is not to take back again. So that is important thing while we are updating with a update set with the other people, merging with the other update set. You just keep a concentrate on that. You can just be aware of that particular. If anything goes wrong, you may ready to lose whole data. What applications you created, everything. So totally, you may ready to lose. So that's why you just concentrate on that. Okay. For example, in our uh, production environment, for example, I committed update set. Okay, so I committed update set, but I don't want to use update set again. I'll remove that back again. So how it is possible? So retrieved update set. Once you go to the retrieved update sets, committed. Okay, once you see, you go and just click on this one. This was committed. Okay, so these are all are committed updates. It means all are just committed. So once how we can make it as a back. How it is make it back means simple. I'll just go with a uh right a minute. Just wait a minute. Updates at everything I'll show. So developer side, okay, that is okay. Change management, local update sets, everything will be same. See, so merging, once you see that merging of update sets, see here, there is a Julie sprints are merged with a Julie sprint 1, sprint 2, merging. So merged update sets are ready to completed, export XML, and we need to just go for another area. Okay, see. And next one is a just backout. Update sets are ready to backout. What is mean by backout? Backout is nothing but the backout process can undo a large amount of work and cannot be undergo. So what is the meaning of the backout process? Will validate the backout of so targeted for each update. Check for potential problems. Once you see when you are ready to just click on backout, you can see is it possible backouts are there or not. I'll show in a new version. Backouts are not there. Just a minute. See. Okay, right. When we are ready to just merging with the other one, so single time it is giving options to use a backout. So once you see, if you click on backout, see, so proceed with a backout option is giving. If you are ready to just click on proceed with backout, so it will just come to the backout. It's just coming back again. But it is showing only single time to get the back. See, fix these problems. Now problems are arise. So failed at 100%. Red colored is shown. Once you see, close this dialog box to preview problems. You can see. So single time you can write to see here. So you may write to get the backout. See, backout problems are these are the backout problems. If you are right to back out, these many problems you may get it. You can resolve these problems. Then only see. So this is the one of the backout problem. So every time, that's what I want to say that if sometimes only we may feel sometimes, so we may get back again. So measure updates it. But most probably, if you are ready to get back again, so you may get difficulties and you may get some errors also. That's why. So try to while before merging, before entering to the other instance, then only you can feel. So which is a good and you can test it everything. Everything will good looks good and everything will work fine in a developer instance, then only you can move to the production environment. Otherwise, you should not move to the production environment. That is very, very important. You can observe keenly in that particular area. Okay, keen observations, you can just make it sure. Okay, so that's all for today's session. I think so. In the reports part, I not explained. So reports part by tomorrow, I'll explain it to you, and I'll go to the next tomorrow sessions also. So I'll explain the reports part by tomorrow. Okay.